Are there faster cars today? Yes, but they don't sound like this. And one of the things I like most about this car is that the brakes give me a lot of confidence. I don't feel nervous about getting on the power. I don't feel nervous about whether or not I'm going to have enough distance to stop.
Yeah, there are 8 pods, Gallardo brakes. Those are all the RS4s, 2-piece.
If ever an RS4 is following you closely in traffic, don't worry, he probably won't rear end you. There's a couple modifications on this car. It's got a little bit of tuning. There's a flash on it as well as a Miltech catback. That's right?
Miltech.
I've literally just gotten into this car, so forgive me on my rev matching for the first minute of this. But this is the big daddy. This is what would have been competing with the E92 M3. It came out before the E92 M3, so it's one of those things where the RS line has always been a little above the M line in terms of performance or speed or power, but at the same time, M3 came out after this guy. So I'm curious to see how this compares. Right away, my impressions of this engine are very good. It's this buttery smooth, high revving V8. In the aftermarket, people tend to have a little bit of fear about this engine because of carbon buildup. It's also on a KW suspension.
Yep, KW V3s and not just front and rear sways. These are pretty known to be like smooth riding cars because it's a DRC, which is hydraulically linked, but those tend to leak after time, so a lot of people just go to coilover setups once those go bad. So that's what this is on.
Yeah, it's not terribly stiff. I mean, you definitely notice it's a sporty setup, but
yes, yeah. The 18s also help with some sidewall.
First impressions on steering, it's really direct. It's a little bit light, but it's not so light that I'm not feeling what's going on. It just, if I was to compare it to, let's say, an M3, this is definitely a little more cozy. It feels like, parking lot driving would be much easier. The shift throw is very un-Audi-like. It's pretty crisp, it's direct, and it's notchy, and my throw isn't unbelievably long. Maybe that's because I'm old and my memories of Audi shifters all come from B5 S4s, and those are not exactly known for being. Yeah, exactly. A short throw shifter on a B5 S4 just makes it feel like any normal shifter on any other car ever.
That's very, very big. The interesting thing is, like, when people were reviewing this car when it just came out, they were saying how it just didn't feel like an Audi, and even Audis after this, I don't really like the way they feel either. Like, I was driving a buddy's B8 S5, which had a manual and a V8, kind of a detuned version of this, and it didn't have the same feel as this car, and they really haven't, unless it's like an R8. That's pretty much the level you have to get to.
All right, we've got a little bit of room, so let's start listening to the song that this thing plays. Brakes are super positive. They're right where you want them to be. Because it's all-wheel drive, you get this big STI-like shunt when you get into that gear and dump the clutch. So gentle driving probably encouraged for the all-wheel drive power band. But it sounds fantastic. We weren't even at Redline, and that's pretty awesome. I mean, that's one thing that I'm missing from Audi lately is that these were just so exciting to listen to.
Yeah, the fuel cutoff's not until about 82 either. It goes past 82, 83.
Cool. Once we get out to some highway, we'll get it out there. Lesson 1, Audi RS4. It likes smooth driving, so we're not going to beat on it too hard.
It's not a Honda.
Oh, this torque is buttery smooth. It's 2018, this car is 11 years old. I expected to meet one of my heroes and be really disappointed, but I'm not. This is good. I have a smile on my face. You guys can't tell because I'm wearing the camera, but it's pretty hard to heel toe. That brake pedal is very, very high up. And that throttle is super low.
Yeah, you'll actually see the little bit of rubber on my foot whenever I do it. It's already like this, so I'm like braking and then going like that every time.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
You get used to it for sure.
And this is a stock clutch setup.
Stock clutch.
I'm really impressed. Like, you know, I think that's the big difference when you go from the S line to the RS line, is that this car feels like it feels together. It doesn't feel soft at all.
No,
I mean, everything in this drive line, there's no slack.
No. A lot of people put, harder bushings and whatnot, but I feel like it just adds to harshness. It doesn't really add that much more in terms of direct feel. There's no lack of it as it is.
Some Japanese love over here. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. This is definitely one of my dream cars. Thank you for letting me drive it. I'm thrilled. You can go over to Tedward Drives. Now that I've got the hang of this throttle and clutch, we're going to do a proper review on it. But that is the B7 Audi RS4.